Oh, hello there, everybody in Facebook land. My name is Riley Saunders, and I'm a village idiot. Thank you very much for joining us. We are so absolutely pumped to get 2018 going. We have a band that was actually live at the Roslyn before we ever even imagined doing live at the Roslyn, which is absolutely crazy. I don't know if you saw that song that they've done before, but it was made by Chris Godry over here. The video is done. Nobody could see him, but this is our 10th episode of our second season. We did 25 episodes last year. That's 35 episodes. This is our 35th episode. You can always go check them out on the videos tab of our page. Make sure you like our page when we're there. This is also an interactive rock show. We're pretty much certain it's the first interactive rock show on Facebook Live in the world. Comment, like, share, help spread the love. We want to make this a huge party. We want to expose everybody to this great band. After this theme song, we're going to have Red Moon Road. Thank you very much for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, Red Moon Road.
Contain yourself.
Can't contain the internet.
I see clouds build on the horizon. I know they'll come. I know weather like this, I've seen what it's done. The wind will come and go, the clouds will ebb and flow. I've seen it all before. Lightning lights the sky like it's looking for me. Flashes of the forces the dark has set free. Thunder strikes the land with a mighty heavy hand. It rocks me to my core. I won't fall down, I'll stand my ground. I'll bend but I won't break. These roots run deep, my strength I'll keep. I'll bend but I won't break. Water rushes around me with the rising flood. Darker than the
Thanks, folks. Welcome to our world viewers and those here indeed live at the Roslyn. For those of you who know us, as Riley mentioned earlier, this is not our first time playing in this building. We're pretty excited to be back, and we'll talk more about that later. But we're going to move on with a song from our last album. This one's called Old Things, and it's about a boy in his car, which might be fitting, as there are probably many people whose car has been giving them a whole lot of trouble over the last few weeks. We actually, in the car that the song is written about, we tried to help two people on Boxing Day, and neither of them we were not unable to jump their cars because our car is so bad that we tried to jump them and their car didn't start. So it was
okay. Real talk though, we tried jumping the second car, and the jumper cable fell off the cable. Like the alligator clip fell off the cable itself. We were barely hanging on, people.
Yeah, true fact.
Donate now.
Yeah. They call the number at the bottom of your screen. It's funny how that smile makes it one less chore to do. Well, it turns out that old chores can end up feeling new. Oh, things. And one day after paying, the Chevy just won't start, so the cinders drive the candle kid to the mechanics for the part. And they talk about the weather, and they talk about the news, and the money that they're saving to send the girl to school. In the words of old man Campbell, sound less and less true. Well, it turns out old ideas. Oh, well, it turns out old ideas turn into something new. Oh, things. Thanks, you guys.
All right, everybody watching in Facebook land, if you are just tuning in right now, you are watching. What's your name, Sheena? Your band
Sheena.
name.
Oh.
I knew you were going to say that.
I thought that was a trick question. What's your name, Sheena? I don't know anymore.
What's your Red Moon Road name?
Yeah.
What's your Red Moon Road name?
We are Red Moon Road.
And you want to introduce everybody that's standing beside you?
Yes. So I am Sheena, as we've now established. And these are the Daniels. This is Daniel Pelican-Hoffner,
Collectively, Daniel.
collectively known as Daniel. Yeah. And this is Daniel Jordan. And that's us.
Cool. Everybody watching in Facebook land, if this is your first time watching, this is an interactive rock show. I know there's a ton of comments already. I'm going to hammer a lot of them out. We are also looking for shares. If you can do us the favor, if you want to spread the word to all these about this band, please share the video. And I think we just hit 100 shares in the first 2 songs. So now we're looking for 200. Ask everybody else that's watching to share. And everybody in the room here better have shared already. Jess Rayer from Sweet Alibi. It just showed up a little bit later, a little bit on time. I'm going to read out some comments right now. Is that cool?
Yeah, please.
All right, we got a lot of people watching.
Excellent. Hi,
Thanks,
guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Tyler Gingrich says, my buddy Stephen Lowith and I were Red Moon Roadies one fateful October night in 2013.
That's true.
We'd do it again if the need arose.
Oh.
Just so you're aware, Steve's like, yep, we were. Devlin Fernandez says, watching from Prince Rupert. Great to see you.
Hi,
And
Devlin.
Happy
Hi,
New
guys,
Year.
Devlin.
Any plans to come back to BC's North Coast?
Always.
It's always in the back of our head. We
Yeah.
miss it so much. Actually, just recently we were talking about the ferry ride that we took from
Vancouver
Port
Island.
Port
Yeah.
Hardy to
Prince
Rupert.
Yeah.
Oh, gorgeous.
Beautiful
do it.
up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do it again.
We'll be back when we can.
Boris Stanley says hello from Split Lake. Thanks. Good to see you, Boris. Stephen Loth just says watching from Jackson's Point, Ontario, and he's excited to be here.
Amazing.
Megan Stewart says for a band with a song about the Roslyn, Red Moon Road show is long overdue. I think we all agree about that. That's for sure. Cody Robert Avery says hello from Canso, Nova Scotia.
Yeah, Cody.
Yeah, bye.
Hey, buddy.
Robbie Russo's asking for a torque. He's watching in Headingley right now. Does anybody in the band need a torque? Anybody in the crowd need a torque?
I'll toast you, though, or cheers. Give you
You're going to toast a
I'm
torque?
going to toast a torque. Oh, torque.
That's our first toast to torque. Everyone at home, toast to torque.
Oh, to torque.
Charlene Peters says tuning in from Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island.
Yeah. Hey, Charlene.
Charlene, please make sure you shared because I'm sure they want to spread the love around
please.
Prince Edward.
The island's
Prince
not
Edward.
too big. I know we're from away, but
Yeah.
There we go.
They can confederate if they need to over there.
Janice Kendall St. Cyr saying already love this great band. She's all the way from Arcade Studios in Niverville, and we actually have Evan on sound here from Arcade Studios.
Yes.
Corey Rivard's watching all the way in Victoria, and Spencer Price has an important question. Can we hear a banjo solo at some point?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, here we go,
Oh,
Spence.
yes.
Last
We
song.
have right on. We have a lot of comments here. I'm going to read them out
Yeah.
throughout, but can you just
Great.
keep rocking a bit?
Yes,
All
we'd
right.
love to. Are we doing now? Right.
Asking for a banjo solo. That's very dangerous.
You'll get one, and it will be when you least expect it.
It's the last song because there's nowhere to go from that, actually. So.
yeah, everyone just goes home.
Anyway, here's a song about a very fickle type of lover who only loves you when no one else is around, and unfortunately, it's a true story. Goes a little like this: 2, 3. I got a woman and she treats me mean. Yes, out in public where we get seen. Lord, everybody's saying I should leave her alone. Oh, but they don't see it when she takes me home. Yeah, I got a woman, she's cold as ice. She's from Winnipeg. She won't call me back, and she don't talk nice. And she's the prettiest thing I ever did see. Yeah, but she only loves me privately. Oh. She only loves me privately, and the rest of the time it's plain to see. That girl ain't no good for me. She only loves me privately. I got a woman and she likes to come over to my place, and so I give her some. Exactly. And when she leaves, I wonder when, or even if I'm gonna see her again. Yeah, I got a woman and she never stands still. Goes like the wind wherever she will. Yes, and when she leaves, she don't look back. Way back. And my lonely nights, they're cold and black. She only loves me privately, and the rest of the time it's plain to see. Yeah, that girl ain't no good for me. She only loves me privately. All right, here's the bridge. A part-time lover, but not the only one. Well, I'm a feather in a cap, and she's a bullet in the gun. Shoots me down, watches me fall. I spring up running at a beck and call. Yeah, I got a woman I can't call mine. She only loves me part the time, and it drives me mad that nobody sees the love she gives me privately. Last time, if you want to sing. She only loves me privately, and the rest of the time it's plain to see. That girl ain't no good for me. She only loves me privately. Oh, she only loves me privately. Oh, well, she only loves me privately.
Poor Daniel.
I hope everybody at home is as entertained as every single person in this room. This is absolutely amazing to watch. I have seen you before, though, at Festival de Voyageurs.
Yeah.
Is it too early to announce if you're playing there? What's Julian going to think about that?
It's equally cold in this room.
Yeah, it's pretty cold. Eh?
I'm sure he'd forgive you.
Thanks to the Roslyn. Should we get a rent credit or what for how
I think
cold
you
it is in
should.
here?
Yes, absolutely.
All right,
you should
so-
be sponsored by the Roslyn.
Manitoba Hydro, I'm pretty sure. should
Yeah,
be
yeah, we got to get
radiant heaters.
Nova Hydro sponsorship. Sheena, you guys were on 92 CDFM this morning. Tell us about that experience.
It's earlier than we typically like to wake up.
There's
But-
a 7:30 a.m.?
Yeah, there's a 7:30 a.m. turns out. I've never seen that side of it before, the waking side of it. Anyways, it was great. It was really fun. Everybody was really lovely, and we played Breathing Slow. Nope. Oh, no. We played Words of the Walls. That's what we played.
Sheena, were you
in honor
actually
of the,
there?
No, I'm telling you, I was still asleep.
Tell us the
I was
truth
still
about
a little
it.
asleep. Yeah. But it was great.
Did you get all the words right to the song?
No, actually.
I didn't actually
I
know
was
that.
worried about that. I was worried about that, and I did get one wrong. But I feel like I got away pretty good that I only just got the one word wrong.
I couldn't tell, so it's all good.
Thanks, perfect.
Luckily, no one knows the song, so...
Yeah. No one's singing along.
There's some bonuses to not being famous.
All right, I'm going to keep reading more comments. I'm getting way behind. Everybody at home, if I don't get to your comment, the band will read them later,
Oh,
so they
yeah,
are
of
valued.
course we will.
And we're going to see how quick we can hit 200 shares. Everybody at home, if you haven't shared yet, it goes a long way. The only thing we asked, if you want to support Red Moon Road, please share. Dylan McDonald from the Middle Coast says, hell yeah, you sexy people.
Love you.
He's in a
Jess-
super band.
Yeah.
Jess Medill says,
Dun, dun,
love
dun.
this band so much. Brian Fournier says, wow, so amazing. I was going to read my own comments. Mo Doust. Mo and Wanda says, tuning in from Ottawa.
Hi, Mo. Hi, Wanda.
And everybody watching from out of town, make sure you let everybody know where you're watching from.
Yeah, please
Morgan
do.
Fix says, isn't that Baby Spice?
Yes,
Tell
it
us.
is.
Tell us
Yes,
about that.
It is actually. Well, so for New Year's Eve, Hey the Foresight called me up, also known as Soul James, called me up one day, like a year ago, actually, and was like, what are you doing for New Year's Eve? 2018 or 2017, whatever it is. And I was like, I don't know. And she's like, do you want to be in a Spice Girls 90s tribute night thing? Anyways, so I was Baby Spice in the Spice Girls lineup, and I wore pigtails for the first time in over probably 2 decades.
Scary Spice is
So,
sitting right there.
Yeah,
Oh.
Scary Spice, Jess was scary. And yeah, it was a whole shebang. It was.
Is there
fun night.
pictures? Is there evidence of this?
There is photo documentation.
You
yes,
didn't make a
there
rule
is.
like no photos
I know,
allowed.
I know. I even went out and spent $26 on white platform runners that have like a big, huge bow on the top of them.
I'm sure you'll wear
the
those
BBC
again.
picked up the story. Yeah.
I'll read a few more comments, then we'll keep the rocking
All right.
going. Maggie Careless says, I could listen to Sheena sing all day, as we can all. Kendra J.M. says, crushing the vocals while playing keys and tambo? Yeah, girl.
That's why I'm wearing black, so you can't see me sweating.
Look at Daniel's cold and you're sweating. Jeez.
yeah, he's sweating already.
Jade Richards loving it right now. She says, so good.
Thank
Woohoo. Diane Tappy says, so great to see RMR again. Last time was London,
Hi, Diane. Where'd you
October
from?
2016.
She's in California, I think.
Right on. Hey,
Yeah.
please make sure you share in California. We got to spread the love. we
Please
need
share,
everybody
Diane.
in North
Yeah.
America and the world to see Red
Yeah.
Moon Road.
Yes.
And I think let's just keep rocking. Can we do
Yeah,
that?
let's do
and
it.
everybody at home, please share to spread the love.
Yes. Here's the road now, you've seen it before. There are stories, most of them lore. It's only you now, the rules don't apply. So pick and choose now, what will you deny? Love is a healer, it mends what it breaks. Time is a dealer, you lose as it takes. It's all a blur now, the moments you lost. Asking for favors won't lessen the cost. Demons at your heels, don't fear them, for they are mighty. The warning signs, the danger
Everybody watching in Facebook land, if you thought that was as beautiful as we did, throw some hearts across the screen right now.
I'd like to see them float across.
We need to see all those hearts flowing. We're going to read a bunch more comments out. This is going to be, I think, our biggest show of the year so far. So hopefully everybody at home can help us make that a reality. And please click share at the bottom. Let's hit 200 shares as fast as we possibly can. Clint Chaboya says, sounds great, boys. Katie Lynn says, my favorite local band. So much love for them. Brian Fournier is asking where the phone number was before. I guess I'm a couple songs down. Charlene Peters says, awesome, almost as good as being there in person. Jade Richards says, hello, my new favorite band. Thanks, Village Ages, for showing me the best local music. Thanks for always watching and enjoying it, Jade. Michael Robert Rycraft says, loving it.
Michael,
Michael did the artwork for, or like the album design for Sorrows and Glories.
Tell us about the album.
So just over 2 years ago now, we released. Whoa! It was that good. Just over. Should I talk into something else? What should I?
Here.
I can. Just over 2 years ago now, we released our. Most recent album, Sorrows and Glories, which was a really amazing project. It was really wonderful. We recorded it at Private Ear Studios in Winnipeg with David Trevor Smith, and Michael did the artwork or the design, and our wonderful friend Emily took the photos, and I don't know what else to say about
Well,
it.
where can we get the album?
Oh, you can get it all over the place. Everywhere you can buy an album, you can get
my
ours.
mom's living room.
And we have it on vinyl. That felt like we're like really, now we're like legit when you like
Wow.
get your album pressed to vinyl. Yeah.
Bandcamp / Red Moon Road. That's where you find
Bandcamp,
it.
yeah.
There we go. And make sure you go to their Facebook page and like their page. Show them a lot of love. Barney Marin says, a bunch of buttes. Thanks for this.
Thank
Plain
you.
as Ghost, the band, are watching right now. Loving it. Chris Godry in the house right here says, super duper. Sorry. And he says, sorry, just wanted to comment. Diane Russo is watching all the way in Toronto, says she shared it. Melissa Duggan's saying hi from Lunenburg, Nova Scotia. Lee Kamanawataman, hopefully I said that right, says they know how to make this witch dance.
Hi, honey.
And Chris Farcarson, these are a lot of hard names in a row here, says very good. Morgan Coates is watching on vacation right now, our usual sound guy, saying sounding good, you idiots. And Giselle Hebert saying hello from Guelph.
Bonjour, Giselle.
There we go. We're going to keep reading comments out. Everybody at home, please share. I know I'm getting behind in comments, but if I don't get your comment, the band will read them later, and they will appreciate it. Are you ready to take it away?
Yeah.
All right, take it away.
So we're going to do the next couple songs just around one mic, so we're going to give you the intimate acoustic experience here.
How's that sound for you guys?
Want to say anything about it?
My favorite season, we were talking about, I was complaining about the cold earlier, but good on you, Riley. You're like, I've got other things to worry about. I'm not going to complain about the cold. Apparently, I don't have other things to worry about because it's bugging me. So I was complaining about it a little bit earlier. And it's actually, I do love winter, blah, blah, blah. But my favorite season of the year is the autumn season. I absolutely love the fall time. I love the crunch of leaves under your feet and the cool, crisp air. And it was in conversation about sort of as one year we were going sailing with our friend Emily, and we sort of were talking about change and change in the seasons and how like it's kind of, there's a forlorn feeling that comes with sort of the change of every season, like you're kind of letting something go. And I think that's true in life too, that change is sometimes something we welcome, and sometimes it's something that comes into our lives when we really don't want it, and we're really not looking for that at all. We're sort of forced into it. And I think that sometimes it's something that's really good for us. And sometimes that even means that we have to leave something that we love very much or that means a lot to us behind. So this is a song about that. This is Seasons. Winter, spring, summer, and fall. I'll love you always. Change comes, the sun rises and falls. I'll love you always. I kissed you in the summer wind beneath our hearts and burnt our skin and promised days to come, and we watched as the leaves gave up their green and the wind blew in the in-between. Winter, spring, summer and fall, I'll love you always. Change comes, the sun rises and falls, I'll love you always. We warmed ourselves as best we could against the chill that settled in, and lived our lives just as we would. But our layers proved to be too thin, and as the snow fell softly on our heads, it seemed to tell of something that was dead. And once the earth had shed her frost, we saw exactly what we'd lost. The rain had washed away our tears, and the wind blew in another year.
Winter, spring, summer, fall,
Spring,
I will
summer,
love
and fall,
all seasons.
always. Change
Spring, summer,
comes, the
fall,
sun
I will love
rises
you
and
all.
falls,
All seasons.
always.
I think I can speak for everybody watching at home and everybody in the room, but I have chills based on that song. That was unbelievable. And now we can laugh about this. Just so the whole band knows, we thought your van was being towed, Sheena. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't want to like disrupt anything going on in the show, so you guys had no idea, but everybody scrambling, and then they like took your keys and they ran out there.
You're about to get towed?
No, but it wasn't. It was some car was totaled. But thanks, Chev over there, for helping out there. I was like, just don't say anything to the band. Let it go. Let it go. All right. Everybody watching at home, there was a lot of hearts thrown across the screen. I want to see some more hearts.
Yeah.
Brenda Boswell says, love you guys. Cindy Pelletier says, what a brilliant idea. I love this band. Mike Pratt says, sounding awesome, guys. Spencer Price says, kudos for sharing the drums between two separate people.
Thanks.
I've always thought that was super cool. Anytime I've seen you, where were you influenced to do that?
We don't want to hire anybody else.
Yeah. We can't afford a drummer.
Have you seen anybody else?
Revenue Canada.
Yeah.
So you wanted to stick a three-piece? You're like,
Yeah.
have you ever seen anybody else do that? Or
Not the way we do it, no.
that's super cool in itself. Stephen Loth says, yay, NZ. I don't know really what he's talking about. Do you? No? Okay. Plain as Ghost says, love that lap steel. I am a couple songs behind, just so you guys know.
Yep.
Scott Myers says, hi from Kingston, Ontario.
Hi.
Dale Ride says, when are you guys coming back to Johnny's Social Club in Flin Flon?
Oh, yeah.
Man, that
We
place
loved
is
it
amazing.
there.
Go to Flin Flon, go there. It's so much fun.
Yeah, it is.
Right on. And Jen N says, hello from New Brunswick, sounding so lovely tonight.
Hello.
JD Miller says, great to see you. Lysan
Joanna, hi.
Lysan Delaquist says, love these guys. Saw them in St. Lucipin, Manitoba in the fall.
Oh, yeah. That was a lot of fun.
Mark Noza Norris says, so much respect and love for these guys. Ryan Malloy says, tuning in from Cornwall, Ontario. Miss you, Sheena. And anybody who is watching from out of town, make sure you let the band know and let us know. Hopefully we can read it out. Ryan Sorensen's loving it right now. Mandy Canning says, miss seeing you in Saskatchewan this past summer. One of my biggest regrets.
Oh, shoot.
We're going to keep reading out comments, but I know everybody at home's just thinking, let's keep the rockin' going.
Yeah.
And but everybody at home, can you please share? We have it 200. Sheena, Daniels, do you think we can hit 300 tonight?
I think we can.
I have no idea. I'm
I-
the president. I have no idea.
Well,
I do. I know we can do
Mom?
it. I believe in us, and I believe in
I
the
mean,
viewers.
confidence isn't your best thing. Actually, we did have somebody, for Daniel P., we had somebody say, can you do a hair flip for us?
What style of hair flip?
All right, in the comments, tell us what style of hair flip you want. Everybody,
next song.
we want everybody's opinion on style flips. All right,
He endorses proudly mane and tail. It's for humans and horses.
Stallions, please.
Good luck.
Here's to his hair.
Well, in keeping, I don't know. I moved from a farm to the city, and communities like this are the reason why it makes sense to live in places like this, because you find all like-minded people all in the same place. And I didn't have a whole lot of that in the place where I grew up, but I did have my family, and that was one of the most important things that still sticks with me today. So this song, I guess, is for my grandfather and all the hard work that he put in to the land and to his family, but also into music and passing on that love down to me. This is called Breathing Slow. When I was just a young boy lifting loads fit for men, set to leave the farm behind at the harvest's end, Grandfather caught me staring at the open road as we stood there in the fields that we had sown. He said that road is long and hard with many twists and turns. Big mistakes, boy, you will make, but from them you must learn. So always hold your head high, speak your language loud. Don't look back, make your father proud. Breathing slow on the last of a dying ember. My memory has failed and I'm trying to remember, but I know that I may pass it on, for death will come to take me before long.
When I was just a young girl hanging
coming from to know where you are bound. I'm sound of heart and sound of mind, my feet are on the ground. So I'll keep pushing onward, for my fire is burning yet, with the lessons I swore never to forget. Breathing slow on the last of a dying ember. My memory has failed and I'm trying to remember, but I know that I may pass it on, for death will come to take me before long. For death will come to take me before long.
All right, everybody watching in Facebook Land, if you are just tuning in right now, you are watching Red Moon Road. I have a feeling a lot of you already know that, though. This is definitely one of our biggest shows that we've ever had so far, and we're not close to being done yet, are we?
No.
Come on, we're gonna keep this party rolling right now. I'm so far behind in comments, but everybody in the band will read the comments and appreciate them later if I miss them. But I'm gonna keep reading more. Is that cool?
Yeah, please do.
All right, and everybody, if you haven't shared yet, please do so. Let's make this the biggest show we've ever done.
Yeah.
Matt Duboff says, watching from Joshua Tree National Park.
Wow.
Nice to have some Winnipeg music while on the road.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
good.
My mom and dad also want to say they're watching from Arizona, and they're blown away by how good you guys are.
thanks.
Nancy Cox says,
Good
love these
parenting.
guys. Saw them in Ingersoll, Ontario. Thanks for watching, Nancy. Joanne Gautron says, hello from St. Pierre Jolie.
Salut, ma cousine! Hello!
And my mom is from St. Pierre Jolie as well, if you know the Pilot family. James Whaley says, St. B. James, maybe you want to clarify what you mean there a little bit there, bud. And anybody in the band need a torque right now? Is everyone doing all right there?
Well, let me just see. I'm going to work my way through this one.
Chug, 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 chug.
Yeah, it's good for the vocal cords for sure.
Michelle Bonin Legal says hello from St. Rose de Lac. Brian Fournier says he's enjoying the fact he can watch this from his couch.
It's a Chesterfield. You're in Canada, man. Come on.
We come to you. Yeah.
Cheyenne Ray
creating an
says, this
Ottoman
made my
Empire?"
night, sending love from Edmonton. So we got people all around Canada watching, all around North America. Michael Vercoren says, say again, say hello from Spain.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's a great story because those are friends of ours. We've been there many times now. They're actually from the UK. They ran a little pub called the Swan there.
He's from the Netherlands. But we
I know, but we met them in the UK, but
Yeah,
he's
they live in
actually
Spain.
from the Netherlands, and now they've moved to Spain and live in this like beautiful place with an outdoor pool. We're like saving our pennies because we're coming to you guys.
How cool is it that you guys are playing to these people all around the world right
So
now?
cool. Thanks for staying up. It's 3 a.m. over there. He told me it would be 3 a.m. Yeah, thanks, Akil. Mwah.
Angus Finnan says, sounding great from here in the folk mines of Kansas City. Brenda Kamash says, you guys sound great. Daniel PH, your former English teacher, approves of your songwriting and singing. I consider your writing portfolio complete A+.
At last! Brenda, thank you. Thank you.
Is that your first A+ from her?
Did it take you this long to graduate?
Did you just graduate live at the Roslyn?
Can you send a PDF of my diploma? It's just my email is fine. Brenda actually taught me everything I needed to ever know about the English language, growing up in a French community also. Having someone with that kind of insight, but also that kind of literary prowess, and not being afraid to grade harshly. So thanks for the challenge.
She did that a bit to you,
You helped
eh?
make me who I am today. Thank you, Brenda.
Right on.
Nice.
That's awesome.
I was gonna make a joke, but I forgot it. That was so nice.
I know, I was like in the middle of a joke. I'm like,
Oh,
shouldn't have
nope,
said
nope,
that.
yeah.
That was a beautiful moment. Everyone send some hearts across the screen if you haven't yet right
Yeah.
now. That was
And
a beautiful.
actually, send Daniel's diploma in GIF format if you could. That would be great.
All right, you want to take it away?
Graduating.
Sure.
Keep rocking.
What are we doing now?
We're going to do one more all around this mic here. And Daniel always jokes that it's funny that we ended up playing in a folk band because he grew up playing French-Canadian heavy metal. He was the drummer in a heavy metal band before this. And Sheena, when I met her, was studying opera and singing funk at night. And I grew up in the music of the Beatles and went to school and studied jazz. So I guess folk is the only thing we haven't tried.
Yeah.
But we might be moving away from some of that. But this song still is by one of the greats, the granddaddy of folk music, in the personage of the very great, now the late Mr. Pete Seeger. And when he passed away a couple years ago, a lot of the festivals we were playing had tributes, so we learned a bunch of Pete Seeger tunes. And this song in particular has become a favorite of ours, and we love doing it unplugged around one mic, usually at the end of our set, but we thought we'd do it now. And Pete spent over 7 decades playing music that was the forefront of the social movement within North America, and it was a great reminder that music can be at the forefront of social change. So this song still speaks to a ethos that is especially important these days. This one's all about hope. So it's called Quite Early Morning.
You know it's darkest before the dawn. It's this thought keeps me moving on. If we could heed these early warnings, the time is now, quite early morning. If we could heed these early warnings, the time is now, quite early morning. Some say that humankind won't long endure, but what makes them so doggone sure? I know that you who hear my singing could make those freedom bells go ringing. I know that you who hear my singing could make those freedom bells go ringing. So keep on while we live, until we have no more to give. And when these fingers can strum no longer, and the old banjo to young ones stronger. And when these fingers can strum no longer, and the old banjo to young ones stronger. You know it's darkest before the dawn. It's this that keeps me moving on through all this world of joy and sorrow. We still can have singing tomorrows through all this world of joy and sorrow. We still can have singing tomorrows. If we could heed these early warnings, the time is now, quite early morning. If
Now, where have you been? This has been an absolutely amazing show featuring Red Moon Road. If you haven't already, make sure you go like their page. And if you want to see a brand new Winnipeg band every single Wednesday, go like our page as well. We're doing this for another, I think, 15 weeks. This is our 10th episode. And we actually have a new segment going on right now. It's called Chev's Eye View. And, well, you know what? We're going to kick it to Chev right now, talking in the crowd.
A chef's eye view, a chef's eye view. Ba-doing. All right, thank you very much, Ryland James Saunders. My name is Chevrolet David, and I'm here with Chris. From what I understand, you actually filmed a video of these folks in the Roslyn. Is that correct?
Yeah, but I couldn't tell.
Thank you very much.
He's been blackmailing us with it
So there's a lot of great musicians here tonight, bringing a lot of inspiration together. So that leaves me with one more question for you. What's your favorite kind of pizza? Couldn't agree more. Rylan, back to you.
All right, that's we only. Hey, pizza songs. Sheena's got some pizza songs. We only ask the hard-hitting questions here. Chev, I don't think you're given a lot of time for people to answer, but maybe that's just going to be your thing there, bud. Chev's eye view. Chev's eye view. All right, back to the important show. We had to let them get their mics back together. I'm going to read out more comments. Is that cool?
Please.
I know
We'd
I'm
love
way
to hear
behind.
them.
Everybody at home, we're almost at 200 shares. If you haven't shared yet, the number one compliment that you can give the band and the way that you can help them the most right now would be to share. Dolphin Black says, this is awesome, folks. Good storytelling.
Awesome. Thank
And
you
I do
so
agree with
much.
that.
Thank
Krista
you.
Burton says, hello from Krista. Can't wait until you're back on the
Hi,
East
Krista.
Coast.
Yeah.
Glenn Hopfner says, very cool idea, this show. My favorite band. Thanks for doing this.
That's my dad.
That's his dad.
There we go.
Hi,
Right on.
Glenn.
Thanks for watching, Mr. Hoffner. Mike Vermeulen, our buddy, says these guys are good. He's loving it right now. Anna Maria Trotta says New Age Fleetwood. Loving it.
thanks.
I agree
I will
completely. Brian DeBall says Daniel, a.k.a. Little Brother, a.k.a. Team 60s partner back in UC days. Miss you, buddy.
Yes, my man.
Giselle Hebert says Guelph groupies enjoying your RMR as always. Lloyd Peterson says very cool, sounds great. Carla Kerna says great band, great people. Dale E. Howard says enjoying you from Santee, California. A lot of people watching from California. Have you ever toured over there?
We've done a couple tours down there.
Couple tours. Have you been all throughout North America? How deep
The
south?
West Coast, and I've been in the East, Northeast, but
We've been coast to coast many times in Canada. We actually just made our first tour to Newfoundland. We got to explore Newfoundland, and that was really amazing. And we've been down to the States a few times. We've done 2 big long tours from Vancouver to San Diego, and we drove all the way down the coast, and it was gorgeous.
You know what's absolutely amazing is how all these people are watching the show.
Yeah.
That actually says a lot, and I'm sure it means a lot. You know, that's pretty amazing.
We've made some really, really amazing friends down there.
That's awesome. Joanna Nickerson says, sending love from the Lighthouse in Fredericton.
Oh, that's super
Wonderful
dorky.
as always.
Very dorky.
Mo Dow says, love the new look, Sheena. Your voice is as
thank you.
beautiful as ever. What's with the new look? What'd you do differently?
I looked at a photo of myself from like 10 years ago, and I realized nothing had changed. In some ways that's a good thing. I just meant I was like, boring. So I just needed something different. So I bleached the crap out of my hair, and now it feels like straw, but it looks really cool. So
Well,
I guess
everyone.
I agree.
Well, everyone is loving it right now. Jennifer Marlowe says, hey, from North Vancouver. RMR is my favorite band. And Pat Osachuk says, loving it. And one more, Melanie Frank says, watching from Georgetown, Ontario. All right, you guys want
Nice
to
to
keep
have you.
rocking? Everybody's
Yeah,
loving it.
let's
We
do
got so many people watching. Keep it going.
Okay.
yeah, I should say something.
This is a brand new one that we have played only a few times. We've demoed it a little bit, so stay tuned for some some new music coming down the pipes. This we wrote as a result of I was just thinking about how there's not a lot of merit in, or rather, I think sometimes it's important to look back and face and address the trauma in our lives, the pain in our lives. It doesn't do us a lot of favors to brush it under the rug and forget that it's there. It's not worthwhile to dwell on things, but sometimes you got to turn on, you got to face it. And you have to remember things that are painful in order to put them away. And this is a song about that. Thank you very much. Thanks, guys.
Everybody watching in Facebook land, if you're just joining us, this is Red Moon Road, and this is one of the best shows that we've ever had for sure. And so many people watching. We're peaking right now in the amount of people that are watching, so that's a great feeling.
Amazing.
Alex Kozub has a great comment here. He says, great set so far. You guys are making it clear that drummers are expendable. I think everybody can agree with that. To all you drummers out there. And Chris Godry, do you play drums there, bud? Yvonne Hernandez says, Sheena and the Daniels, love you, babes. Y'all need a fiddler, ...
Yeah.
Maybe does she play fiddle? That was Yvonne Hernandez.
Amazing. Hi, Bob.
Teresa Ride says, watching from Flin Flon, I'm happy to finally hear you live. Great show.
Awesome.
Carmen LeBlanc says, watching from New Brunswick. Wish I could be there in person. My mom says, sending you sunshine because you were cold.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Good parenting. Good
Spencer Price says, this is the most beautiful intro I've ever heard, and that was a couple songs ago, so I know I'm a little bit far behind. Sorry, everybody at home. Christine Trudeau says, love you guys. Charlene Peters says, loving this version of Demons.
Oh, yeah, that was the song we did before.
Was that like a different version, or was it?
Yeah, well,
I guess it's evolved over the years, yeah.
There's no
So if you
string
listen to the
quartet on
album, yeah.
Right on. Kenzie Jane is saying, coming to Flin Flon
Hey.
to play Johnny's with me tomorrow. Y'all sound incredible as always. Oh, I think they're coming. Jesse Quinton Duff says, great work, great sound. Carmen LeBlanc says, my favorite song, and again, I'm a little bit behind, sorry about that. Lucas Ratai, who's
Hey,
that?
that's my brother.
I want to
Hi.
ride one. I want to
no.
ride one Daniel's mustache to the others. Can we make that
Saddle up.
happen?
Saddle up.
That's, I don't know what that.
they're
Thanks, Luke. Thanks, bro.
I'm happy I read that well. Yeah, I thought he was going to say, I love you, sis.
Yeah, oh no.
He's only
yeah.
worried about Daniel's mustaches.
Yeah.
Paul Balkane says, sounding great as always.
Thanks, Paul.
Perry Nielsen says, always enjoy hearing the wonderful blend of musicians. Glenn Hopfner again says, sound great out here in St. Rose de Lac. Sharps is playing, says, I love her voice. It's beautiful. Singing in the instruments. Wow, so cool.
Thanks.
Brenda Boswell, beautiful. The music and the three of you. And everybody here's agree. I know I'm so far behind in comments, everybody, but I also know you want to watch them rock. Can you please share also if you haven't yet? And Sheena,
Yes, please.
Daniels, can you just keep playing and shut me up?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we do got one more plan for you, and we thought we'd end it on a high note here. We had the very great honor of finally playing our hometown Winnipeg Folk Fest last summer, and they had us in the covers workshop. And I'm sure I don't have to remind you that 2016 was a bad year for losing good musicians. A lot of them went that year, and so we paid tribute to people like Prince and Merle Haggard was paid tribute to at that time. A few other people, David Bowie, but this is a Prince tune that we got together for that workshop, which is a lot of fun to play. So we thought we'd whip it out for you here now.
I just want to make one quick thing because this is not we're not getting sound in here. Does that affecting the actual feed to the live video? Sort of do that?
No.
Is that okay? Okay, great, good, excellent.
I'm not that
Fine.
important.
I don't know how this works, so I just want to check.
What is this, your first Facebook
Daniel's
Live concert?
voice needs to be heard.
Patent pending.
He's a joke stealer. Yeah.
Patent pending.
Okay.
So,
Anyways, after that great introduction,
It goes a little like this.
yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yep. Go with me. Will you? Okay. You don't have to be beautiful to turn me on. I just need your body, baby, from dusk till dawn.
Nothing says Prince like a banjo solo. Here we go. As requested.
I think I wanna dance. Women not girls, they rule my world. You know they rule my world now. So act your age, mama, not your shoe size, and maybe we could do the twirl. Don't have to watch Dynasty to have an attitude. Huh, you just leave it all up to me now. My love could be your food. Huh, don't have to be rich to be my girl. Don't have to be cool to rule my world. Ain't no particular sign I'm more compatible with. I just want your head, time, and your kiss.
Thank you.
I need to quickly squeeze by. We're not letting. Oh, did he just do the hair flip? Oh, yeah. We're not going to let this party end.
We certainly got one.
Okay. They're going to do at least one more, but it could be 2 or 3. If everybody at home really wants it, we have a shitload of people watching right now. Sorry, Ticket Momster. We got a poop load of people watching right now. I'm too enthusiastic. I know you're watching Ticket Momster. I love you. Give it up for Red Moon Road. We're going to have encores brought to you by the Merch in Selkirk. If anybody, musicians, fans, are in the Selkirk area, if you want to extend outside of Winnipeg, go check those guys out. They're supporters of this show. We really appreciate them. The Merch is your home for music in Selkirk. Let's just give it up for Red Moon Road. Next week, we have Vikings. We do this every single Wednesday. We change it up, but let's keep rocking.
Great band, great show.
I just want you to know that when you said Vikings, Daniel and Sheena went like this.
Vikings.
They were ready.
Hey, Kylo Ren.
Don't be seduced by the dark side of the force. Yeah, is that sounding right if I just talk like that into it? Okay, cool. I'll just stay back. So yeah, we couldn't get away from playing live at the Roslyn without doing the song we wrote about the Roslyn. It would just not be right. So
So we're so glad you asked for an encore.
yeah, we're not prepared. We're not prepared. Last summer, or a couple summers ago, we had a few weeks at home during the summer, which is unusual for us because normally that's our peak touring time. But because we're professional musicians making hundreds of dollars a year now, each, we found that with time on our hands and finally some like downtime, we all had to get jobs. So Daniel was slinging beers at a fancy rooftop restaurant, or at 4th up on the rooftop, he's slinging fancy drinks. Bars. I was looking for. Sheena was doing breakfasts at Stella's, a Winnipeg institution. And I got my high school job back, giving the tours out of the boats up and down the Red and Assiniboine rivers out of the forks. So
Splash Dash.
Splash Dash. If you know me, you'll know this is the perfect job for me because I love history and the sound of my own voice. So I had like 11 people on the boat at once, and my job was to talk at them. And they were in this metal container surrounded by water where they couldn't escape. So it was great. And I would take them as far as the Manitoba Legislative Assembly over there, and I would talk all about that. But then I would also always point, and I'd say, if you look right over there, you'll see the red brick building, the Roslyn apartment complex. And I would talk a little bit how about originally this is where a lot of the politicians would live because they could just walk across the bridge to get over there. And then in the 30s and 40s, it's where the labor and union organizers lived, and then as of the last couple decades, it's been infested by hipsters. I don't know if that's like up or down socially speaking, but it still does have the
Lateral
oldest.
move.
This building does have the oldest working elevator in Western Canada. It's like a cheese grater on a piece of dental floss. I don't know how it's legal.
Thanks to Cheryl Lassick.
Cheryl Lassick says it's
Who
cool.
checked
So
it 10 years ago.
Yeah. You're a hero. You're a hero.
She watches over us.
she watches.
You know where to tag her.
We should
She
tag
always
her.
watches from the ground floor, though. I don't know what that tells us.
Won't ride in her own elevators.
Anyway, this is the kind of building where everybody's lived here at some point, or partied here, or been conceived in here. And my
Or
cousin,
has yet to be conceived.
my cousin, for a few years lived up on the 5th floor, on the very top, and he had a great view of the river. And I was sitting up there one time, and I was looking at the scuffs in the floor and the dents in the wall, and we thought, boy, if these walls could speak, they would have some amazing blackmail material. So
the bowl in the wall.
the bowl on the wall, yeah.
May it rest in peace.
So
You don't need
this is a song that name drops this actual building, but it's really about if that feeling of young independence, living out on your own for the first time. Lord knows nobody younger than us will ever be able to afford to do that, but some of us moved out, and this song is kind of about that. So this is called "The Words of the Walls," and we're going to dedicate it to Live at the Roslyn, this fantastic group here.
Thanks for having us, you guys. This has been a slice. A pie. A slice of pie. First nights and last days, the occasional new pain. The floors are better, little stuffed and scarred. Seems over the long years, everyone's lived here. Rode the elevator made of bars. How
All right, how can we say no to that?
In my imagination, everybody. In my imagination, everybody at home is also sitting on their couches, chanting one more song, and imagining across the globe throngs of people.
But they're all by
Chant-
themselves,
yeah.
though. They're all
Yeah.
just
One more torque.
Yeah, one more torque.
Sure.
I need a torque. Torque me. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, what you got?
We legitimately did not plan for this.
Perfect. Yeah, I want to try the lager. That's great.
I'd have one more for doing one. Thank
If
you
we're
very much.
torquing, you know.
We literally didn't plan for this. Do
Torque
you
with
guys,
the
you guys have a thought?
Torque with the pack. What? I'm not listening.
I can tell.
Yeah. Groundhog Day concert. Oh.
We've got all kinds of. That's pretty cool. We could do do or die. We haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, that's could be both beautiful and treacherous.
You can't do that without a choir. Although we do have a choir. It's true.
We could do that. You know what? I almost brought the chain, but then I did not. But we could do if you settle for a tambourine. You can. Yeah, you can do that.
We won't do that one. We'll do something similar.
Oh, they were really into that one.
I'll take it without.
Okay. I thought you were saying we're not doing that. Okay.
Okay, cool. Well, that's very kind, folks. We'll close off with our version of a classic Appalachian tune that's over 200 years old, but we first heard it when Johnny Cash did it, and we thought it was really cool, and we thought it'd be interesting to hear what a soulful woman such as Sheena would sound like singing it. So we're gonna do a tune called "Ain't No Grave," and I don't know if Riley's got anything to say while we're getting ready for it, but.
Thank you very much for watching, everyone. If you're just tuning in, this is Red Moon Road. I'm sure you're not just tuning in on the last song, but this has been an absolutely amazing night. Thank you so much. We do this every single Wednesday from 8 till 9, and we have 15 more shows. We've done 35 now. If you want to watch this show over and over again, it will be recorded and posted. So please tell your friends about Red Moon Road and spread the love. And if you want to go see any other episode, like we said, just go to the videos tab on our page, like our page, support Winnipeg music, and let's make Red Moon Road the next biggest band in the world.
Yeah, the next biggest. Wait, do you mean like the next biggest band in the world or the next biggest band
Like
in the
the
world?
second
Like we'll be
biggest.
the second biggest one. 'Cause,
Second.
I mean, while we're aiming high, though.
Well, if you're not first, you're last,
Move over
though.
Beyonce.
You don't want to knock her off.
Yeah, you'll be right up there with Beyonce.
Yeah.
Nominated for a Grammy, but you might not win it.
Ugh, she's
Just
like the Leonardo
kidding.
DiCaprio of the Grammys.
She's great, and I'm gonna let you finish.
Yeah.
But Red Moon Road deserved that.
Our next album's gonna be called Iced Tea. Lemonade, no?
Oh, yeah. Okay, we should not talk anymore. Well, that's not a thing we should keep doing. no trumpet till you hear from me. No, there ain't no grave can hold my body down. No, there ain't no grave can hold my body down. No, no. Come on. Well, meet me, Jesus, meet me in the middle of the air. And if these wings don't fail me, I will meet you anywhere. No, there ain't no grave can hold my body down. No, there ain't no grave can hold my body down, down, down. No, there ain't no grave can hold my body down. No, there ain't no grave can hold my body down. No, 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 no,
Thanks. Thanks to the Village Idiots. Thanks, Riley. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Evan. Thanks, Mike. Thanks. Get it.
Everybody, thank you very much for watching. That was Red Moon Road.